Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, and this time doing another Christmas review, and this one's on Disney's A Christmas Carol 2009 film review. Now, as you know, 2009 A Christmas Carol was directed by Robert Zemeckis, as well as being the first Image Movers movie to form its partnership with Disney. And this was when Image Movers was called Image Movers Digital and released only 2 films. So I remember as a kid watching this movie back in cinema a long time ago. And I remember having my soda, nachos and popcorn watching the movie through, and when watching it again, I would say it's not too bad. Now, as you know, A Christmas Carol is a book back in 1848 that was written by Charles Dickens. Now, pretty much the premise of the movie is mainly about Ebenezer Scrooge, voiced by Jim Carrey, who is this selfish, stingy, and tightwad who pretty much hates Christmas with a passion and treats those around him as nothing more than does dead weight, until he's visited by his old business partner Jacob Marley, and at the same time is visited by 3 ghosts. Now, I do admit the ghosts are actually interesting. The Ghost of Christmas Past is basically something like a floating head with a body like candle that speaks with an Irish accent. It's not a bad idea, and I do think it kind of gives a more outer world appearance. And the Ghost of Christmas Present is meant to be this giant, like, red-haired, bearded guy, and is basically talking in a Yorkshire accent. And now the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come is meant to be the Grim Reaper, so he's mainly kept in the shadows and is meant to show what could happen if Scrooge doesn't change his ways. Now, also keep in mind what makes the movie work is that it speeds to a different location and shows Scrooge basically his past, things that have happened in his life, and also the things yet to come. And he kind of learns about this and tries to basically learn to become a better person. Now, I actually do admit the movie does seem rushed at points, and I feel you could actually have had more time, and you could have had some basically song numbers to work it with. I get it, Robert pretty much had to rely primarily on the book, as he always wanted to do A Christmas Carol, which I can understand. And what's actually interesting is that it does pay attention a lot to the book, so you can kind of see where they had to go for, so I can kind of understand. And what's also interesting that this is also presumably the last time Robert Zemeckis has done motion capture work. So it's unknown if he will try and redo Image Movies again, or if it's unknown if he will just try and focus on something different. So with Jim Carrey being Scrooge, is that he actually does a decent job. And I think he can do serious films when the situation calls for it. And I do feel Gary Oldman is definitely the perfect voice for Bob Cratchit. He doesn't come off as sinister or menacing. He comes off as a cheerful guy who basically takes Scrooge's crap. And what's also interesting is that Robin Wright Penn also voices Scrooge's younger sister, as well as his fiancée, who also would later play in the Wonder Woman film as Diana's aunt. So basically, from Christmas Carol to Amazon Princess. So what's also interesting as well, when this movie came out, there was also a game for it on the DS. And what's also interesting is that even Rebel Taxi himself had reviewed this. So I think somewhere it's definitely trying to keep close to the book as possible. It's basically showing Scrooge what could happen if he doesn't change his ways. And I do admit I do give them respect on taking more kind of detail on London and monitoring it carefully. So I think somewhere it paid the price and done well. So I think it deserves a thumbs up. Alright, definitely good, and definitely enjoyable. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.